Hello, everyone. How are you? Here they know what happened on Alone, Season 10, Episode 5. Back-to-back episodes, 3 and 4, double tap-outs. 6 people now remain. They show the journey up to day 23 of 4 of the 6 contestants. I apologize that this video took a little bit to get on here, because me, my mom, my dad, and my brother Kevin, we're all getting ready to watch Alone, because we're all fans of the show. Turn on TV, and it showed a repeat of episode 4. So like, well, wait, it's supposed to be episode 5. Well, apparently something happened on the TV guide or whatever, and they aired the episode 5 before they aired episode 4, so we missed it. So I apologize, but I finally got a chance to watch episode 5. So here we go. Alan has showed his journey up to day 23. On day 17, he has made the hugest gill net I have ever seen in our known history since watching this series on TV. That gill that's freaking humongous. He stuck that thing in the water. Day 18, he checked it, no fish. By then, he went fishing. He caught a nice pike fish, but it got away in the water, so he kept recasting his line to get it. He didn't get that pike fish, but he caught 4 beautiful fish. Like, one bass was like this, and a beautiful like lake trout. Like, I'm not kidding, like this long. And 2 other fish. He said right there, that's a Papacy. Estimated guess 5,000 calories right there. So he took those suckers back to camp to cook up and eat them up and preserve the meat. And as he was doing that, he showed us his shelter. He's got it done. It took him 12 days, but it's completely finished. I love the door he made to it. He took some sticks, roped them together, put some nice spruce and all that in it. But it's like a drawbridge, like back in the old castle days when they lower the drawbridge down and up. That's what his door does. He has like a piece of string. So when he's inside of his shelter or outside, the door will go like this, like a bridge, and go back up. That is awesome. I love that setup. Then he started talking about how at first, when he was done high school and that, and college, that he never thought he would go back to school as a teacher. But he wants people to be prepared to survive out in the world. Like if you're going to live off the land, or if you get lost in the woods, like what to do to keep yourself alive till you get rescued, stuff like that. So that's why he's teaching. To help us younger kids and that be prepared for that type of environment out in the world later on. And that was it for his day journey up to day 23 there. And then to show Mikey. Mikey's cool. Mikey's just relaxed, taking it easy, kicking it up. Just taking it easy on things. But one day, he was out hunting, and he came across a grouse, and he repeatedly tried to get it, and couldn't, so he gave up. Then he went back to his shelter, and he showed us his shelter. It took him 12 days to get this, but he said, honestly, it's not what I wanted. I tried 4 different times to get the shelter the way I wanted it. I gave up. His shelter's badass, folks. He just basically took a bunch of branches and all that and threw it at a pile. There's like a hill with a decline. And he put all that branches and spruce bark and spruce branches and moss, all that on there. So basically, it looks like it's camouflaged. Like it's a part of the environment. That's what he likes about it. Guys, so you could be walking by and stop like, where's my shelter? There's my shelter. And you would never think something like that is a shelter. So he just like moves branches and all that side and then gets right on in. He says like nice and comfy and cozy. He added some more moss around it to pack it together, and because he knows snow's coming. Well, on one day he got up, he got outside, and it snowed where he was. Not a whole lot of snow, but he said that means snow's coming. So he said, I gotta start getting better protein in that, because he said, I can't live off of berries no longer. I'm not gonna be able to live off of berries, not gonna be able to live off of mushrooms, stuff like that, because eventually the colder weather, that's gonna ruin the food. Like the mushrooms gonna get bad, stuff like that. So he's gotta think, I gotta get some meat. So he set up some traps. He set up a couple of them, and he set them out around for the area. And on day 23, he checked his traps, and he scored. One of the traps was set, so he knew he caught something, but he didn't know what he caught. And he lifted up the trap, and it was a rat. He caught a rat. It's like a very small rat, but he's like, hey, it's food. It's meat. So he went back to camp, scanned the rat up, ate that sucker. He said, not much food, but hey, it's something. He said, the traps are going to work, so maybe next time I might catch a squirrel, might catch a rabbit, might catch something else, right? Like a bigger type of animal. So he's happy those traps are working for him. Then they show Wyatt. Wyatt was catching fish left, right, and center of that cool fishing lure he made until he caught a fish and the line broke. So the fish got away with that kick-ass fishing lure, but I did not let him stop. He said, that's not going to stop me. He went back to camp, made other kick-ass fishing lure. This time he took a piece of wood, carved it up, clean, basically stripped it out of the bark and that. And then I forget what he took this time, but to make it. But he tried fishing on that and was catching fish. He said, here we go. And the fishing line broke again. So these two fishing lures he made that were badass looking are now lost in the lake. So he said, no, I've caught enough fish that I'm good, he said. I will still keep fishing. It's not going to discourage me in that, he said. And he wants to win alone, not for the money. He wants to win it because he's always watched alone. He's been a fan of the show. So he wants to win alone, saying, hey, I was a fan of the show. I won it. That's cool enough for me. And the way Wyatt's been going about getting prepared and all that, like for winter to come, all that, I think he's going to be one of the final three, folks. Same as Anne. They didn't show her much at all. But I think she's in the same mindset and that she's going to be one of the final three as well, I think. The last contestant to talk about was Cade. Cade decided to make a video of himself talking to himself. That's right. He had his cowboy hat on, talking like a cowboy with his accent. Then it'll pan off and it'll show him walking up and say, hey, you got any berries? Here's some berries for you. Then it showed it, like him walking up again, but this time wearing like not the cowboy hat and not these fake glasses he has made on. He made wearing them, and he's like, you got some berries, and then pan over to him dressed up as a cowboy. I got you some berries, like, and like, yeah, not for really, like I don't even know why he put that on there. He said, I'm just doing it to kill time, and that. Well, he has found blueberry heaven, folks. He's found so many blueberry bushes in this area where he's at, just polluted with blueberries, that he said, I ain't gonna run out of berries for any time soon. But a bear and a caribou has been traveling through that blueberry bush places he found, and they got like a path beaten right down. So he is game to catch a bear. So what he done was he went to a tree that had a good view of the path, the trail the bear was taking. He cut down some branches and all that, and basically camouflaged himself inside of the branches of that. So if the bear walks by, the bear hopefully or the caribou won't see him along the thickets and stuff. 3 days he kept going back to that place, and no bear or caribou. He'll find fresh bear shit. And he said he'll like pick that up and mush it with his fingers again, sniff it, and he like, I missed it by an hour, or I missed it by a couple hours. So the next day, he'll get up earlier and go hunting earlier. But 3 days in a row, he did not get that bear or caribou. Then one day as he was headed back to camp, he saw a squirrel up a tree, and he shot at the squirrel with his bow and arrow. He got the squirrel, but the squirrel was still stuck up the tree. So he climbed up the tree, and he thought the squirrel was dead. The squirrel was dead. The squirrel was pissed off. The squirrel bit his fingers. He finally got the squirrel, got back down out of the tree, and he almost passed out. He thought maybe that's because of the lack of meat and protein I've had. I've just been letting off berries and stuff like that. So we went back to camp, cleaned up the squirrel, all that. Then on day 23, he was out and about, going back to go to that place he found to hopefully get that bear. When suddenly, folks, he passed out. He was out for 57 minutes. It showed on the TV, like, the time. 57 minutes, he finally woke up. He realized he passed out. He said, what the heck? Why did I pass out? Oh, I know why. It's because of lack of calories, lack of protein, all that. The berries ain't doing that for me. So he tapped out, folks. That's right. 3 weeks in a row, someone has tapped out. It was double elimination week this time, but somebody did tap out. Cade tapped out. They came, they picked him up, and he explained that some of the things he should have done differently was, first off, he should have tried fishing. He didn't try fishing. He should have set some snares and that. He didn't try that. His main focus was get the shelter built, live off of berries and stuff, and get big game animal like a caribou or a bear. He said, maybe I should have went and fished, try my luck fishing like he said, and got some smaller game animal. Like he got some squirrels and some grouse and that. But he said, I was mostly focusing on big game. And that's what backfired. He said that when he passed out for 57 minutes, that was a clue right there. I'm done. I'm going to be able to last much longer. So Cade tapped out, folks. There you go. We got 5 people remaining. We got Mikey. We got Wyatt. We got Ellen, the school teacher. We got Rasmus, the Afro guy. And we got Ann. 5 people remaining. I say it's going to be Ann, Wyatt, and Mikey. I think they're going to be the final 3 and alone. Let me know below in the comment section. Out of the 5 people left, who you think is going to be the top 3 left on the Alone season 10 this year? Are they going to make it to the snow when it starts snowing big time? Is it going to have to go past the 100 days for someone to win that money, or people tap out before the 100 days? Also, let me know below in the comment section. Do you think Cade did the right thing? Do you think he did the right thing by getting a shelter built and just getting some grouse, some squirrels, and then focus on trying to get a bear in that? Or should he have done like he said he should have done? Do some fishing, focus on catching smaller game animals too, and not focus on the big game. Let me know below, folks. Stay safe, everybody. Too sweet. Bye.